Good evening from my part of the world. I trust your day has been good. You cannot soar while worrying about the opinions of those who never learned to fly. You can never rise. You can never become who you are meant to be. If you continue to worry about the opinions of those who never learned to fly. I've always told you that in this life, a lot of people just grow older without growing up. Number one. Number two, many people just exist without living. They never have the awareness, the courage to own their lives and live. So when they see you trying to move, to be transformed, metamorphosed from the cocoon into the butterfly, definitely it will trouble them a lot. And some not because they are coming from the point of envy, jealousy of no. It is what we know that we give. And many a time, because some of these people would want to protect you, all they'll come to you is with their insecurities. And all that will come to their mind is what if he fails? But you know your journey, you understand the path, you know where you want to get your life to. So when they come to you from the angle of what if it doesn't work? Why don't you tell your soul what if it works? So imagine people who never had the courage to own their lives and to live. Why would you think they will come encouraging you to own yours and live? There would always be people who question your choices, doubt your abilities, or criticize your direction in this life. But their voices should never drown out your purpose. Yeah. So whenever you say I'm a person of faith, understand that it is faith that even when things don't go according to your plans, they still go according to purpose. With that awareness, we rise, we move, and we live. That even if things don't go according to our plans, they will still go according to purpose. That is the example. The sum total of all things will work out together for our good. That even if things don't go according to your plans, they will still go according to purpose. Yeah. So live your life and let the chips fall where they may. Live your life and let the chips fall where they may. Because you cannot soar while worrying about the opinion of those who never learned to fly. They would always be there to question your choices, doubt your abilities, or criticize your direction. But your journey isn't theirs. So their voices should never drown out your purpose. Instead of worrying about how every piece of your life will fit together, why don't you focus on showing up with integrity, determination, and courage? Do your best and let life take care of the rest. Should I repeat? Do your best. Meaning, whatever you know you have to do, go ahead and do it. Do your best and let life take care of the rest. So let's have a conversation tonight. Let's have a conversation tonight. There comes a time in life when you must stop waiting for the perfect moment. Probably you are in that season. You know it's deep down, but you are still waiting. As to why, I don't know. But I'm here tonight to remind you that there comes a time in life when you must stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect approval, or the perfect alignment of circumstances and simply live. There comes a time when you have to tell your soul, enough is enough. Enough is enough with the disrespect. Enough is enough with you not arising up and building the life you deserve, the life you want. There comes a time in life when you must stop waiting for the perfect moment. Because chances are that perfect moment may never come. So stop waiting for it. The perfect approval from who and from where anyway. Or the perfect alignment of circumstances and simply live. So live your life and let the chips fall where they may is to walk in freedom. The kind that comes when you stop trying to control every outcome and instead choose authenticity over fear. What you are afraid will happen. That is why you are so restless. That is why you can't take any calculated risk. That is why you can't own your life and still continually allow people to disrespect even your soul. It won't get worse as you think. So stop controlling every outcome and instead choose authenticity over fear. Many of the things we are afraid of will not happen as we anticipate. It is an invitation to fully live, to be fully present, fully human, and fully courageous. Trusting that whatever happens, you would be okay. If you come from the conviction that whatever happens, you would be okay, you'd be amazed the miracles life would bring your way. So, yes, it is an invitation to be fully present, fully human, and fully courageous, trusting that whatever happens, you would be okay. You would be fine. The phrase let the chips fall where they may originated from the world of carpentry and gaming, meaning do your work, do the needful, do whatever it takes for you to get to what you desire. Do it all and accept the results that come with it. Many a time the results might not be what you want today, but as your journey unfolds, you understand that we live life forward, but we understand it backwards. So do your work, do whatever it takes, make your moves, and accept the results that come. It is a simple but profound truth. Life rewards those who act with conviction, not those who wait endlessly for certainty. Life rewards those who act with conviction, not those who wait for endless certainty. Those who wait endlessly for certainty. When you live by this principle, you stop obsessing over what others think or how things may turn out and begin focusing on what feels true, right, and meaningful to you. You stop obsessing over what others think or how things might turn out. Because many a time, what you anticipate, that is making your soul so much troubled. won't go as worse as you think. When you live by this principle, you stop obsessing over what others think or how things might turn out and begin focusing on what feels true, right, and meaningful to you. Too often, people live cautiously, afraid to take steps that might lead to rejection, failure, or misunderstanding. We edit ourselves to please others, hide our dreams to avoid ridicule, and shrink our lives to make others comfortable. But you see, a life lived in fear of mistakes is a life half lived. Should I repeat that? A life lived in fear of mistakes is a life half lived. So live your life and let the chips fall where they may means having the courage to be misunderstood, the strength to walk your own path, and the peace to know that not everyone will applaud, and that is simply perfect. To understand that it's not everyone that will support you, and that is simply perfect. Every dream requires risk. Every calling demands courage. Every dream, your dream, my dream, their dreams, every dream requires risk. Every calling demands courage. We cannot soar while worrying about the opinions of those who never learned to fly. There would always be people who will question your choices, doubt your abilities, or criticize your direction. But you see, it is your life, it is your journey. Therefore, their voices should never drown out your purpose. The truth is, those who dare to live boldly always disturb the comfort of those who play it safe. Should I repeat? Those who dare to live boldly always disturb the comfort of those who play it safe. Yet, it is only those who take bold steps that discover new possibilities. It is only those who take bold steps that discover new possibilities. Living your life freely does not mean living recklessly. They are two different things. You can't be living recklessly and say you are living freely. That is not freedom. That is bondage. That is sum total of that reckless life will come hunting you very soon. So living your life freely does not mean living recklessly. It means living truthfully. It means aligning your actions with your values, your words with your heart, and your goals with your inner conviction. If it's not something you want to do, you won't do it. No one can manipulate you in this life. No one and nothing manipulates you. You are in charge. If there's supposed to be any manipulation, it's supposed to come from you instead. So living your life freely does not mean living recklessly. It means living truthfully. It means aligning your actions with your values, your words with your heart, and your goals with your inner conviction. Your goals are stemming out from your inner conviction, not what other people hand down to you. It's about waking up each day and deciding, I will do my best today. I will laugh deeply without being manipulated. I'll work diligently and stay true to who I am. Whatever happens, let it happen. That to me is peace. That is power. The very moment you want to control everything is the moment you get your life complicated. It's the moment you open your door for all kinds of exploitation. When you stop controlling everything, life has room to surprise you. When you stop controlling everything, life has room to surprise you. Some of your greatest blessings will come disguised as detours and delays. So from today, start journaling. Some of your greatest blessings in this life will come disguised as detours and delays. Some of your biggest wins will come after what seemed like painful losses. Hi, my Vivian. Thank you for being on. Some of your biggest wins in this life will come after what seemed like painful losses. Some of your greatest blessings will come disguised as detours and delays. You find yourself in places and in situations you never bargained for, but they all lead you to your purpose in this life. Some of your biggest wins will come after what seemed like painful losses. When you let the chips fall where they may, you begin to see that not everything needs your intervention. Not everything needs your intervention. Sometimes you just have to sit back and tell life, do your worst. Some things just need your trust, not your intervention. And that trust means you know that whatever happens, it would work together for your good. Whatever happens will work together for your good. To live like this is to live from a place of faith. 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 Yɛni bere wɔ wiase a, we want to help ourselves, we want to do it right, we want to get all doing. Were we able to do all of them? No. So when you say you have faith, it means to understand that not everything needs your intervention. Some things just need your trust. To trust that it will work together for your good. To live like this is to live from a place of faith. Faith that the universe, that God, that destiny, whatever you believe in, has a plan that is bigger than your fears. So live in this faith is to accept that God, the universe, destiny, has a plan that is bigger than your fears. Yes, it is faith that even when things don't go according to your plan, they still go according to purpose. When things don't go according to your plans, according to your plan, according to your vision, it would still end up according to purpose. So instead of worrying about how every piece of your life will fit together, why don't you focus on showing up? Showing up with integrity, showing up with determination, and showing up with courage. Do your best and let life take care of the rest. Do your best. Do your possible best. Do whatever that is humanly possible and let life take care of the rest. Yeah, do your best and let life take care of the rest. Because at the end of the day, no one remembers the people who played it safe. They remember the ones who dared to live, the ones who risked comforts for calling, the ones who spoke their truth, the ones who loved deeply, who fell, learned, and rose again. These are the souls who teach the world what it means to be alive, not just to survive, not just to exist. So live your life, dream fearlessly, love honestly, and when the chips fall, let them fall, because you would still be standing wiser, freer, and more yourself than ever before. Live your life and let the chips fall where they may. Because at the end of the day, you will still be standing wiser, freer, and more yourself than ever before. There comes a point in everyone's life when the plan, that perfect, beautiful plan you drew up in your mind, begins to fall apart. You had the timeline, you had the vision, you knew what was supposed to happen, when it was supposed to happen, and how it was supposed to unfold. But then life happened. The doors you expected to open stayed shut. The people you counted on walked away. The opportunities you were so sure about slipped through your hands. And suddenly, all of a sudden, you start to wonder, God, where are you in all this? Why isn't my life going the way I planned it? Have you asked that question before? I'm here today in this video to remind you of a powerful truth. And that is, when things, even when things don't go according to your plan, they still go according to purpose. Even when things don't go according to your plan, they still go according to purpose. You see, plans are what we draw when we think we are in control. Purpose, however, is what God, destiny, wrote before time began. Your plan is limited to what you know. Your plan is limited to what you know. The knowledge, the information you have today. That is why when you hear people speaking, those who know too much just wink and pass. Your plan is limited to what you know, based on the information and knowledge you know today. But purpose includes what you don't see yet. Your plan is limited to what you know. What you know today, based on the knowledge, the experiences, the exposure, the information you know today. That is your plan. It is only limited to this. But purpose includes what you don't even know yet. What hasn't even crossed your mind yet. What you haven't even considered yet. Purpose is deeper and broader than your plans. Sometimes life has to interrupt your plan in order to redirect you toward your purpose. You didn't say hallelujah to that. Sometimes life has to interrupt your plans to order in order to redirect you toward your purpose. That is why when you hear somebody speaking loudly based on what they know today, all you have to do is to wink and pass because they don't know it all. Sometimes life has to interrupt your plan in order to redirect you toward your purpose. Think about it. Some of the best things that ever happened to you didn't look like blessings when they arrived. Think Think about it this way. Some of the best things that ever happened to you didn't look like blessings when they arrived. If you haven't noticed, go back and consider and reconsider your life. Many of the best things that ever happened to you didn't look like blessings when they arrived. They looked like rejection. They looked like failures. They looked like delays. But looking back, you can see now it had to happen that way. If that relationship hadn't ended, you wouldn't have discovered your strength. If that door hadn't closed, you wouldn't have found a better one. You get it now? If that disappointment hadn't come, you wouldn't have grown in wisdom and depth. Yeah, what sounded like a disappointment brought you so much wisdom and depth. Sometimes God breaks your plan not to punish you, but to position you properly. Sometimes the universe, destiny, whatever you call it, breaks your plan not to punish you, but to position you appropriately. Because purpose doesn't only always follow a straight line, as we have been taught. Purpose doesn't always follow a straight line. Purpose takes detours. It takes a lot of examinations and seasons of waiting. Purpose takes detours. It takes tests and seasons of waiting. Purpose often hides behind confusion. But one day, when you stand at the end of the road, you look back and realize it's all connected. One day, you will stand at the end of the road and you look back and realize it's all connected. All the good, the bad, and the ugly were all connecting the dots of your life. So when life seems to be falling apart, I want you to shift your focus. When life seems to be falling apart, I want you to shift your focus. Stop asking why me and start saying, what is this trying to teach me? Because every closed door has a message. Every setback carries a seed of wisdom. Every delay hides divine timing. Faith isn't about having everything go your way. So when you hear people say they are men and women of faith and everything is going their way, they don't understand what they are talking about. Faith is trusting that there is a way even when you can't see it. Faith is trusting that there is a way even when you can't see it. Faith is the courage to believe that even your detours are divine. Faith is walking through the dark, not because you can see the end, but because you trust the one who holds the map. So maybe your plan isn't working, but that doesn't mean you are losing. Maybe it's just purpose taking over. Maybe your plan isn't working, but that doesn't mean you are losing. Maybe, just maybe, it is just purpose taking over. It is purpose taking over your plans. That's why it seems like your plans aren't working. Maybe it's time to surrender control and let life unfold the way it's meant to be. not the way you expected it to be. After you have done everything humanly possible, maybe it's time to surrender control and let life unfold the way it's meant to be. It doesn't mean you sit back and fold your hands, believing that someone somewhere will come and make your life, build it for you, build the life you want for you. No, but you do what is humanly possible and you leave the rest to unfold the way it's meant to be, not the way you expected it to be. Your life is not off track. You are not behind. You are simply in between. You are simply in between. Your life is not off track. You are not behind. You are simply in between. Between where you thought you would be and where you are truly meant to be. You are in between. Between where you thought you would have been by now, and where you are truly meant to be. And when you reach that destination, you understand why every tear, every disappointment, every unanswered prayer had to happen. So today, hold on to your faith. Not the kind that depends on things going right, but the kind that remains unshaken even when everything goes wrong. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to your convictions. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to your goals. It doesn't matter how long you've worked at them. Hold on to your faith. Not the kind that depends on things going right, but the kind that remains unshaken even when everything goes wrong. Because your story isn't over. No, your story isn't over. You are still writing. And when it all comes together, you realize it didn't go according to your plan, but it did go according to purpose. You are still writing your story. Don't put full stop at where you're supposed to put a comma. Don't you put a full stop at where you're supposed to put a comma. Continue writing. Edit and edit. And when it all comes together, you would realize it didn't go according to your plan, but it did go according to purpose. And purpose is huge than plans. You see, if life could take away people you never expected to lose, know that it can equally bring you people you've ever thought you could have. If life could take away people you never expected to lose, know that it can equally bring you people you've never thought you could have. And it's the same thing, the same coin turned upside down. If your plans didn't go according to the work you put into it, if your results don't show the effort you put into work, you don't need to be troubled. It is only your plans that didn't go that way. It will all lead you to purpose, which is bigger than your plans. Your purpose is huge, it's bigger than your goals, than your plans. So if your plans don't go according to how you plan, if your results don't show the effort, the work you have done, understand that it will still lead you to purpose. It will still lead you to purpose. It will still lead you to purpose. When we say all things will work together for your good, you think it's just a rhyme you're reciting? No. No, my dear. No. You are the actor. The altar is still right there. And when it all comes together, you realize it didn't go according to your plans, but it did go according to purpose. Life, you see, is a tapestry woven with both gains and loss, joy and sorrow, beginnings and endings. I'm not saying if you can get it all together, don't settle for one. No, no more and never again. If you can get it all together, grab it, go for it. But understand that life is a tapestry woven with both gains and loss, joy and sorrow, beginnings and endings. It is unpredictable. That is why when you hear people speaking as if they know the end from the very beginning, all you have to do is to wink and pass because it tells you they don't know it all. It is unpredictable, full of moments that take our breath away, both in beauty and in pain. One of the hardest truths we all come to learn is that life can take away people we never imagined losing. Life can take away people we never imagined losing. I'm not even talking about death. People who felt like constants. People who felt like constants. Who shaped our days. Who filled our hearts with love, laughter, and meaning. The absence leaves an ache that words can hardly express. A silence that feels too heavy to bear. But if life can take, it can also give. So, as a matter of fact, we have no business getting depressed and troubled along our journey because anything we lose, the universe will replace. If life can take, it can also give. If it can take people you never expected to lose, it can equally bring you people you never thought you could have. Hello, do you get it? If life can take people you never expected to lose, it can equally bring you people you never thought you could have. That is the mystery of life. It balances itself in ways we often do not see until time reveals its hand. That is the mystery of life. It balances itself in ways we often do not see until time reveals its hand. Loss, though painful, has a way of shaping us. It changes the landscape of our hearts. It deepens our compassion, softens our judgment, and expands our capacity to love. It teaches us that nothing in life is truly permanent, and that is every moment shared with someone, it's sacred. But it also prepares us for the new. It also prepares us for the new, for connections that will touch our souls, for connections that would touch our souls. Connections that will touch our souls differently, perhaps more deeply than before. And that is life. That is life. That is life. That is simply life. And that is all life is about. It prepares us for the new, for connections that will touch our souls differently, perhaps more deeply than before. Sometimes the pain of losing someone blinds us to the possibility of what can still come. We get trapped in the memory of what was, unable to imagine that joy could ever return. But life has a gentle, restorative rhythm. Just as the night makes way for the morning and storms clear the sky for the sun, life has a way of sending new people into our paths. People bring light where darkness once left. People restore our faith in love and who help us believe in life again. The new people life brings are not replacements. They are reminders that love is abundant, that connection is endless, and that the human heart, though wounded, is still capable of healing and opening again. So live your life and let the chips fall where they may. These people come with different energy, different lessons, and sometimes a deeper sense of understanding that aligns with the person we have become through the pain. Not those who knew your beginning and refused to understand and to appreciate your growth. So when you find yourself grieving what life has taken, whenever you find yourself grieving what life has taken, remember that life also gives. Life also gives. When someone you love is gone and your world feels empty, don't close your heart in fear or bitterness. Because while you cannot control what leaves, you can remain open to what comes in. Do you get it? While you cannot control what leaves, you can remain open to what comes next. Let the chips fall where they may. Life may surprise you with people who love you in ways you never thought possible. Life may surprise you with people who support your dreams, your goals, your vision, and you would wonder, where were these people all this while? So when someone you love is gone and your world feels empty, don't close your heart in fear or bitterness. Because while you cannot control what leaves, you can remain open to what comes next. Life may surprise you with people who love you in ways you never thought possible. People who see you for who you truly are and who bring meaning back into spaces that once felt lost. They would bring meaning into spaces that once felt lost. In time, you would look back and realize that the people who left shaped your journey and the people who came after helped you continue that journey. The balance between loss and gain is what keeps the soul growing. The balance between loss and gain is what keeps the soul growing. Every goodbye prepares the way for a new hello. Every ending sets the stage for a new beginning. So trust life's rhythm. Embrace its seasons. Trust life's rhythm. Embrace its seasons. Grieve when you must, but never lose faith that life still has beauty to give. Grieve when you must, but never lose faith that life still has beauty to give. Because if you could take people you never expected to lose, it can also bring you people you never imagined you could have. And that, perhaps, is one of the most beautiful gifts of all. The most beautiful gifts of all. So live your life and let the chips fall where they may, because you can never soar while worrying about the opinions of those who never learned to fly. There would always be people around us who would question our choices, doubt our abilities. They knew who you were and they would forever refuse to accept your growth. They would all be around you. They would criticize your direction as if there is no wisdom in you, as if you don't have sense. They are not supposed to understand your journey because it is your journey, not theirs. And that is why their voices should never drown out your purpose. Their voices should never drown out your purpose. And don't forget that purpose is bigger, is huge than plans, than goals. Purpose is bigger than goals, than plans. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect approval, or the perfect alignment of your circumstances and simply live. Live your life and let the chips fall where they may. Have the courage to be misunderstood. Allow people to misunderstand you. You are living a purposeful life. How do you expect everybody to understand you? Allow people to misunderstand you. That is okay. Have the courage to be misunderstood, the strength to walk your own path because a whole crowd can be wrong, and the peace to know that not everyone would support you, and that is perfectly fine. Your dream requires risk. If you get comfort in your comfort zone, chances are your dreams will only be in your head. So get into a place in life where you are comfortable being uncomfortable. A place where you are comfortable being uncomfortable because of your purpose. A place where you are comfortable being uncomfortable. Being misunderstood is part of being uncomfortable. Being comfortable while being uncomfortable. You are comfortable being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable. You are comfortable being uncomfortable. Let people misunderstand you, and that is okay. Accept that everybody will not support you, that's okay. Everything that will come as a discomfort to somebody, you are comfortable experiencing that discomfort. So you don't allow people's voices to drown out your purpose. That is the place where you stop controlling everything. And that is when life begins to surprise you. That is when life, the universe, God, destiny begins to support you, to bring you help, to connect you to the right path, to prove to you that even all your delays and detours were parts of your purpose, your bigger agenda. When you stop controlling everything, life has room to surprise you. Are you ready for surprises? March on regardless. Do the work. Let the focus be on the work you do. refining and refining, designing and redesigning, building and rebuilding. Let the focus be on the work. The results will show forth in due time. Building and rebuilding. And let people be. People don't understand your journey because it's not your journey. People accept mediocre as a part of life. That is not your state anymore. Definitely they won't understand you. That is okay. Grow up so much that some things will begin to fall away. That is peace. That is power. Getting to a place whereby you align your actions with your values, your words with your heart, and your goals with your inner conviction, not what other people hand down to you. That is peace. That is power. So consider these things until I come your way again. Live your life and let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. And live your life. And live your life. Let the chips fall where they may. And live your life. That is peace. And that is power. Until I come your way again, in my next video, I say much love and blessings. In the comment section, let me hear your journey to how you are able to live your life, allowing the chips to fall wherever they may. And if life could take away people you never expected to lose, understand that it can equally bring you people you never imagined to have. Life is not just about losing, it's about winning too. So if life could take, it could also give to us. Think about these things. Much love and blessings.